Hello. Hi. Welcome to something. Some kind of a thing, probably. What is this? No, seriously, what is this? Well, last time we finished off with Digital Devil's Story, Megami Tensei, and so now it's time to get into something real weird and obscure. Today we're going to be playing Starlight Festival, A Bard's Tale. You see, back in 1991, 3 years after The Bard's Tale 3 Thief of Fate was released, Interplay decided that they still wanted to milk the franchise a bit. They wanted to get in on the bandwagon of some of those popular game creation kits or game construction kits that a few other properties had released. Normally I think there was Realms of Adventure based on the like some of the gold box games or something. You could build yourself a little game set in the Forgotten Realms, maybe make it maybe a little bit like Pool of Radiance, a little bit like Pools of Darkness, whatever. Actually, I don't think Pools of Darkness was out yet. Regardless, there were some popular construction kits that would allow fans of the CRPG genre to make their own adventures, and Interplay wanted to get in on this. And so they brought in Tim Kaine, who was at that time an intern, and had him sort of reverse engineer the Bard's Tale to make a construction kit for that. It turns out there were some complications. They didn't actually keep the source code for the Bard's Tale 3 around after they were done with it. It just got tossed in the trash, I guess. The floppy disks that it had been stored on were formatted and reused for something else, maybe. Who knows? The point is, they didn't have the source code for the Bard's Tale 3. What they had was the source code for a German version of the Bard's Tale 2. And so that's what the construction set was built on. Also, it turns out that the Bard's Tale engine wasn't so much the black box that they had thought it was. There was a lot of stuff that was hard-coded into encounters and dungeons and such, which means that you couldn't actually fully recreate any of the Bard's Tale games in the Bard's Tale construction kit, which is a bit of a shame. The example that Tim Kaine brought up in a little talk on the construction kit that I watched is, say, for dragon type enemies. Dragon type enemies in the game would use a breath attack starting on, say, the second turn every 3 rounds. And normally with good programming practice, what you would have there is, say, a dragon enemy type that could be assigned to custom built enemies. And when you assign them the dragon enemy type, they would inherit behaviors that all dragon enemy types would do. So you make your bone dragon or whatever, and then you assign it to the dragon enemy type. And then in combat, every 3 rounds, starting on the second round, it would use a breath attack. That didn't work. Instead, all dragon enemy types in the Bard's Tale 2 were just hard-coded to use a breath attack every 3 rounds. Not ideal. And another major flaw of it, apparently, is that enemies can't drop random loot. Like normally in the other Bard's Tale games, every area, every, say, dungeon floor has a loot table, and every random encounter you defeat has a chance to drop, say, between 1 and 4 items from that loot table for the floor. It doesn't work that way in Bard's Tale 2. You have random encounters, which drop experience and gold only, apparently, and set encounters, which can then drop specific items or have a chance to drop some specific items. Like you can say assign, like, say, 5 lines of code to a set encounter and say, okay, there's a 20% chance that this encounter drops this item, a 20% chance that it drops this item. And so, if you roll lucky, you might get all the items, or if you're unlucky, you might get none of them. But you can't just say have a floor-wide loot table that every encounter on the floor has access to. At least that's my understanding. I haven't looked into the code myself, so I've read up on the construction kit and the games made using it a bit, and that's what I've come to grasp on it. Still, the construction kit was fairly successful. It was a commercial success. It got good reviews. Tim Kaine launched his career off of it, and he's doing pretty well for himself. But unfortunately, it was back in 1991, well before the modern internet, and so nothing made with the construction kit has really survived. Very little. There's The Bard's Lore 1 and 2, released by some Swedish dude. I think I should look up his name. But yeah, those two, and then The Bard's Quest, which is apparently, allegedly, maybe just a asset flip of Starlight Festival, or at least the version that you can find still anywhere online is just Starlight Festival again that's been repackaged. And then there was The Buffalo's Tale, which was made by the developers of the Tunnels and Trolls RPG set, which was something of like a fan challenge where they sold it for like $10 on their website. You could buy it, and if you got to the end, like whoever managed to get to the end and send in the password that was located at the end of the last dungeon in The Buffalo's Tale, they would send them a t-shirt. And to the best of my knowledge, no one ever actually successfully completed that challenge. It went unsolved, and I can't find a copy of the module online anywhere. They obviously no longer sell it. Like the original uh, CEO, leader, president, whatever, of the company has passed away. The company was sold to another group that still sells the Tunnels and Trolls books, but they don't sell the Buffalo's Tale. Flying Buffalo Studios is no more, unfortunately. And the only other game or construction set module I can find any mention is something called Nautilon, which was being developed by I forget his name. Anyway, it was apparently never finished. He got like a real job and abandoned development on Nautilon. So that's about it. Like all the I'm sure that with the number of copies of the construction set sold, there must have been thousands and thousands. Well, maybe not thousands and thousands, but thousands of homebrew adventures made using the construction kit. Perhaps even hundreds of them were completed. Perhaps even tens of them were actually good. But any and all of them are just like gone, gone forever. It was well before the modern internet. It was before, you would post something on a forum or upload it to somewhere and it would just be around forever now. Like, if any of them were shared beyond local friend groups on floppy disks, they were like posted to BBSs or to news groups, things like that, and they're just, maybe uploaded to an FTP server somewhere, and they're just gone now. They just don't exist anymore. It's funny. The modern internet, anything you post online, it's there forever. It's never going away. You will never escape your dark and embarrassing history. You post one awful thing, and anytime you post anything else, a horde of haters will appear and say, oh, this you, like posting screen caps or whatever. Like, nothing will ever go away. But in the 90s, it's just dust in the wind, it's teardrops in the rain. It's gone. But this survives. Starlight Festival, the example module that shipped with the construction kit, is still here. And that's what we're going to play. Call it a lost piece of history, whatever. Obviously, I'm playing this in DOSBox. I am using a game link to hook it up with Grid Cartographer here. So I've got my mapping window side by side with the DOS window. The DOS window's maybe a little small. I can resize this if I need to. You know, like so. Zoom this out, try and center this. I don't know how big the maps are. I have it set to a standard Bard's Tale map size of 22 by 22. In the Bard's Tale 1, the overworld city of Scarabray was bigger than standard. Bard's Tale 3 had a whole bunch of non-standard size maps. We'll see. Like, obviously, it's not like a hard limit. I can go outside the borders if I need to. It's locked on with my mouse, unfortunately. Anyway. Here we go. It's a decent size. Please wait. Yeah. I thought I had it configured to not grab my mouse control. Like this, yes. It's a little annoying that I have to hit the keyboard command for that. It's not too bad. It's really annoying that it captures the mouse. I absolutely altered the config file to tell it to not capture the mouse, but whatever. Anyway, here we are. Thou art in the Guild of Adventurers. Now, there's a little backstory here. Starlight Festival. The small, run-down village of Isilthania is the setting for our story. Your band of adventurers has traveled from afar to witness the annual Starlight Festival, in which an eerie light comes down from a star for one night only, making the night into day. While sitting at the Rainbow Bar, waiting for the day of the festival, a small, twisted man approaches, saying, "There's more adventure here for the brave of heart than meets the eye. If you want a real challenge, ask the bartender about wine." With that, he giggles and disappears down a sewage pipe. Your first task will be to locate the Rainbow Bar to the south of the guild and enter the sewers below the city. Those of you familiar with the Bard's Tale series will recognize these levels as the exact ones found in the Bard's Tale 1, Tales of the Unknown. So, just a bit of asset recycling. From there, you will engage upon a quest that takes you from one location in the city to the next, eventually to find the secret truth behind the Star Cult and the town of Isilthania. Good luck! Okay. So let's see. Add a member, remove member, create member, save party, quit game, exit the guild, or disk options. What's disk options? Delete a member, rename a member. Hey, let's delete members. Let's delete this default party. We don't want any of these guys. The music didn't last long, did it? Goodbye, Paul. Goodbye, Elton. Goodbye, Gamora Jade. Goodbye, Jean-Michel. Goodbye, Star Party. Exit disk options. So let's add members. Well, there's no members to add. Let's create a member. Let's put on some music. Gonna have to figure out how to get it to stop capturing my mouse. Let's see. Let's put on Lo-Fi Jazz, 12 hours of copyright-free music for creators. DMCA Free Music, July edition. That seems good. Now, let's see. What do I want my party to be? Well, let's start off with a human. Reroll. Human, strength 16, IQ 7, Dex 9, Con 8. I think we can do a little better than that. Let's see. I do wish that I could get this to be a little bit faster. You know, that's not too bad. Let's make him into a warrior. Enter the new member's name. Let's see. Let's call him Sven. Let's see. Let's create. There's 7 character slots. I want to leave one open for like recruitable NPCs. I feel like probably there's going to be the situation in this game, like there was in Bard's Tale 2, where you're going to like need to have like specific monsters or NPCs you find around to bypass various puzzles and roadblocks and stuff. They did that a lot in Bard's Tale 2, so I want to leave a spot open for them. So let's see. Want, two casters, a conjurer and a magician, a warrior, a bard, obviously. Probably a monk, and then a thief. I think that's what I'm going to go with. So let's create a... Let's add Sven. So let's create a monk. Let's see. Can dwarves be monks? Dang, those are some good rolls. Good bard. Alright, make him a monk. Igor, the monk. Let's add him. Let's create... let's create a hobbit. That's not too bad for a thief. Or a rogue, sorry. Taurus. Why not? And then we want a bard next. So let's create... let's make ourselves a half-elven bard. Two pretty good rolls. Let's see. Bard. Dennis. Alright, and now we need our 2 casters. So, let's make an elf. IQ 14. Well, it could be better, but it's okay. And he can be the conjurer. It doesn't look like an elf. Let's call him... Kale. Kale for conjurer. And then we need... Let's get a gnome in here. And, once again, good enough. It takes too long to reroll stuff. A magician. So why is it the same portrait as a conjurer? I don't know. Let's see, what's his name going to be? Marius. Alright. Let's save the party. What name do I want to use? Let's call them... Yes. Okay. Alright. Exit the guild. Here we are. The beautiful village of Isilfania. There's the Adventurers Guild. Alright, so... Let's see how... Let's see how this works. Now, spells are one of the things I'm a little unclear on. I'm hoping that this just uses the same spell list and everything as Bard's Tale 2 did, because otherwise there's no actual resources here. Let's see, cast a spell, pick a party member. 6, he has the magician spells. So you have to type in the 4-letter spell codes here. So Scuzzy. He does not know that spell. Okay, we may be in some trouble. Spell not recognized. 6 was... Alright. Oh, what spells does he know? Marius, he has... No equipment. Yeah, he has level 1 magician spells. So why doesn't he know Scuzzy? Why doesn't he know Strysite? New order, review info. That's just this again. Yeah, so like I have a list of, let's see, what else can I cast? Let's see if I cast spell with him for Kale. If I cast Mage Flame, spell not recognized. Wonderful. Spell not recognized. Okay. He can cast Arc Fire. Cast. He doesn't know that either. Okay, what spells... What spells exist? What are the actual spells in this game? Okay. Is it back? I think it's back. I think it's finally back. Apparently some people actually clicked on this while I was probably offline. That's a shame. That's a shame. Oh well. We're back. Somehow. It's... I don't know why my internet hates me as much as it does, but hey, that's Canada for you. Anyway. let's go back to this. So, while I was stuck offline, I did find the README file that explains what the spell codes and spells are. Let's get back in here. What is it? Card game, is that it? Yeah, here we are. Let's see if our party survived. Just add members. Yeah, here's our party. 7. Hey, everyone's in the right spot. Good. At least it saves the game correctly. So, I'll probably cut out that big section where I was just sitting around trying to find the spell list. There's no sense in keeping that. Let's turn this back down a little. That's a good level. Probably. So, we want to play a bard song. Well, only Dennis has bard spells. He's the bard. Let's see if I can... And we want to play, I think right now we want to play Keel's Overture, which will actually... No equipped instrument. Right. Okay. Well, I know from past experience we're currently facing north. I don't know where exactly in the city we are, but let's just say that we're here, and we can drag this around and move it if we need to. Here's our Adventurers Guild. You want to put a little marker on it. Alright. So, I was playing this before. So we're currently facing north. We have, you know, this here, this here. I need to figure out how to make it not capture the cursor. Anyway. It's so annoying. We've got this. I do wish it used WSAD. Go here. These are just empty homes. Yeah, empty building. Empty building. Facing south now. Empty building. So we have to look. Okay, no, it didn't stay disconnected this time. Okay. It really, really hates me today. Empty building. It does seem a little bit faster, doesn't it? Alright, and we have this here as well. Again, I don't know if this is relatively the right position, but does it matter? Probably not. Step in here. I think this is the shop. Yes. Welcome to Garth Equipment Shop. Oh, wealthy travelers. I'm not sure how wealthy we are. Which of you is interested in my finest wares? Well, let's see. Sven. Let's see. Sven has no items to identify. He has no items in general. Sell an item? Sven has no items. Let's see. Can Sven pool the gold? Can Sven buy an item? How much money does Sven have? Let's see. I suppose he wants a broadsword to start with. 10 gold coins. Built out pay? Yeah? It's a broadsword. Buy an item. Let's see. I guess he also wants some chainmail. Does he have enough for chainmail? Costs 30 gold. Yes, he does. Let's buy an item. Let's buy a small shield. Can I cover that? Yes. Let's see. Let's get him a torch as well. Let's see now. Igor is our monk. So I think our monk can only really equip robes. I don't think he can equip anything else. Maybe a staff, but he's better off with his fists anyway. Let's buy him a torch as well. Let's see. Terrace is our thief, our rogue. Let's see. I guess I want to get him a short sword. And some leather armor. And I think he can equip the small shield as well. Alright. Done. Now Dennis. What can Dennis equip? I'm not actually sure. Can he equip? He can at least get the mandolin. 12 gold, sure. Let's see. Can he equip a broadsword? Can he equip chainmail? Let's find out. It's a little expensive. If not, I can sell it and buy leather armor. But I think he can equip a shield as well. At least a small shield. And then, let's see, our casters. Well, give them a staff. Yes. And some robes. And you're done. Again, staff. Robes. And I guess that's everyone. Get in here, and let's see now. Alright, so let's see. Equip items. I don't know. It's on wireless now instead of the Ethernet cable. Why? I don't know. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's working, but it's dropping a ton of frames. It's awful. I know it's disconnected again. Yeah. Wonderful. This is not going to work. Oh dear. Oh dear. Why is it doing this? And it's not an issue with the modem either. It's the PC that's just like deciding, nah, I don't want to connect. PC just does not want to connect today. It's saying, oh, it's too much for me. It's simply too much. Is it back? It might be back. Okay. I don't know why my internet insists on just being awful today, but let's try this one more time. Okay, we're here. I'm back. I resolved the mouse locking issue, I think. Yeah, it seems fine now. Okay, we're here. We have our party back. Let's exit the... Okay, so we went around here. Did I buy anything? Did this save after I bought stuff? No, it didn't. Okay, it's fine. Alright, here's the shop. Let's buy things. Let's buy an item. Can I get this to go faster? Yeah, buy a broadsword. I'm gonna leave the music off. Maybe the music was just overloading my internet. Yes. Buy... Let's see. Buy a small shield. Yes. Buy... buy chainmail. Yes. Oh, hey, there it goes. All right. Buy... No, he has everything he needs for now. Yeah, no, Sven is done. Igor, buy... Igor's the monk, yep. So he just needs to buy robes. And buy a torch as well. He doesn't need anything else. Okay. Yeah, let's turn on the music a bit. Okay, is it gonna stay connected this time? I don't know. I genuinely have no idea. Anyway, Igor's done buying stuff. Let's see. My thief wants to buy the short sword. Yes. He wants to buy leather armor. Yes. He wants to buy a shield. Yes. And he should buy a torch as well. Done. My bard wants to buy the broadsword. He wants to buy the shield. He wants to buy chainmail. He wants to buy the mandolin. Done. Caster buys staff and robes. Other caster. Staff. Robes. Done. Okay. We're all done here. We have to actually equip things. Let's equip the chainmail. Alright, you're done. Armor class down to 6. Good. Just equip the robes. And you're done. Alright. Alright. Now let's pop into the Adventurers Guild to, save the party. Save the party. Exit the Adventurers Guild. Alright, and we are facing... Here's some magicians. Let's, 4 magicians. At 80 feet away, let's run away. That sounds... I failed to elude my foes. Alright, they're casting at me. Maybe we'll just... we might die here. This is not a good encounter for us. Those sound effects are awful. Let's try the music again. Run away. Please run away. And the game is not letting me run away from these 4 magicians here on the street. Alright, we might be doomed. Please run away. No, we can't run away from magicians. Sven has died. Okay, that's our first party death already, just from a random encounter on the streets, as happens. Just some magicians... Run away! Run away from the fucking magicians! They're 70 feet away. It would take me frigging 6, 7 turns just to get in melee range of them. I cannot fight them. Thank you. Okay. Well, let's see now. Which way is which, even? Yeah, this is the shop. Here's an empty building. Okay. Empty building. I don't know if this is actually the southern extent of the map. Alright, these are both just empty. I believe this is the tavern. It is. So let's see. Nope, here's the temple. It's nice that it's close by. Okay. Alright, so if I want to resurrect Sven, how much does that cost me? Pick a party member. Sven. Will thou pay? Sure. Sven does not have enough gold. How much gold does Sven have? Can I pool it on him? Sven has all the party's gold now. Sven does not have enough gold. Okay, so Sven does not have enough money. We don't have enough money to resurrect a party member here. How much money do we have? We have about 600. Okay, well, you know, Sven, it was nice knowing you. Remove. Sven. Let's see. Create a human. Sure. Warrior. Sven 2. Add members. Sven 2. Thanks, it's a guild. New order. You go there. Okay, good. It did just shift everyone down. Sven 2. Buy yourself some equipment. You want a small shield? Yes. You want some chainmail. And we're done. All right. Now, this is where we were. Heal of everyone. bless you all. Oh, they just dumped me back out. Healing. Igor wants to be healed. Yes. There we go. Pull that gold. Go back in here. Want healing for Terrace. Yes, I will pay. So they have to have the gold on them themselves to be healed, which is a bit of a shame. Okay, pool the gold. Unfortunately, there's no command to split gold. Alright. Good enough. Alright. This is empty. Empty. No, not that. Bard Song. Dennis. Okay, good. Yeah, west, north, good. Another empty building. That's the Adventurers Guild. Alright, so explored all of these. Work to here. Empty building. Alright, let's go this way. Empty. Alright. Actually, it's a wall on the side. It's not using the usual Bard's Tale door and back door for every building. Alright. This should be the other side of the temple. No, not that way. Like this. Oh, orcs. One orc at 30 feet. You know, this is a little better than a group of mages at like 80 feet away. Mm-hmm. Alright, the orc is down. Now, let's see. I do have a healing spell. So, cast. And it's a magician spell, so. Mihei. And we cast it on Sven too. Wow, he was